So today we are filming how to make a cookie cake out of pre-made dough. You can also use dough that you make at home, but we're using pre-made dough from Pillsbury, 2 packages to be exact, and we're going to put it in a pizza pan. So first you need to gather your ingredients. So I have a standard pizza pan, some flour, all-purpose, Pam, 2 packages of cookie dough, some paper towels for our hands, and so Lucy and I are going to be making this. First we need to grease our pan.
This Pam.
Lucy, you can open this one.
By the way, this is edible cookie dough, so before you bake it, you can eat a little piece. It's useful.
So we're just kind of taking it and putting it together, and then we're going to put flour on our hands and smash it down. Tried using a rolling pin before. You can do that, but I've had less success with it that way.
It's hard.
More success with just putting it together and just kind of hand mushing it down with flour in hands. And then while you're doing this, heat your oven to 350 degrees.
Also, wash your hands before.
Because you're going to bake this on 350 degrees from 15 to 20 minutes, and you should expect around 30 minutes for it to cool. You can decorate it with frosting and or sprinkles, however you would like. So, we're going to take some flour. Smooth it on your hands, kind of like gymnastics does.
With the chalk for bars.
Chalk, yeah. We're just like basically kneading it together, and some people like to make a crust, so you can make that along the edges here.
Yeah. I'm just eating this.
Just kneading it all together. These floured hands. It's good to use flour. Sometimes it leaves a little residue, but I've tried doing it without flour, and I find that if you do it that way, it just sticks to everything. Like I said, I've tried the floured rolling pin, and you definitely want to roll it out if you are using your own dough. But with this pre-made dough, I find it's really unnecessary to actually roll that out. So you're just kind of shaping this into what you want your cookie cake to look like. So
If you got pre-made dough, it's a good idea to keep the box. Just rub your hand from the flour over it. There it is.
And I actually found it was much harder to make in a cake pan. I actually, making this several times, found the pizza pan was much easier. And on Pillsbury's own site, this is what they recommend, is using a pizza pan. So you just gotta work your dough, and then when your oven's heated to 350 degrees, you're gonna go ahead and put it in there for 15 to 20 minutes. I usually put it in about 12, and then I'm gonna look and then check how it's doing. So I make sure I don't overcook it, because the people who are gonna eat this cookie cake do not like it overcooked. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my timer for 12 minutes. Again, it's for 350 degrees. And I set mine a little early so that I can check on it, just to make sure that it has not overcooked. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in. I usually put it on the top shelf. Now we remove it from the oven. Looks pretty good right now at about 12 minutes. Again, this is something that people feel specifically different about, so if you like it cooked more, you can leave it in longer. This one is cooked what our audience considers just right, but it's different for everybody. So if you want to cook it about 3 or 4 minutes more to cook it better, then you can go ahead and do that. This is our final product. We're starting to personalize it, just using some icing and sprinkles. You can use any kind of frosting, icing, sprinkles, and make it your own or have it plain. Whatever your preference is. Either way, it's a fun treat.